Breaking news tonight at 6:30. Several people are hurt in Boulder, Colorado, where authorities responded to reports of a man setting people on fire.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of getting a little bit bizarre how this story is unfolding, but I told you guys once I get updates, you will know. Let's get into this. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platform you see above and below. Click the thumbs up button there where my content can stay consistently recommended to you. And if when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That will give you the option to select all notifications, okay? Make sure you do that. Don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel. That's called Man, Husband, Father, that I got everything as of right now, one video in those categories: being a man, being a husband, being a father, okay? All right. Everything I'm telling you to do over here, make sure you do the same thing over there on that channel over there, okay? Appreciate it. Okay, so guys, I brought y'all a story earlier about a terror attack that the FBI is calling, according to Cash Patel, them, about a person or persons that has something to do with this. And all kind of stories came out about someone yelling "Free Palestine" before the attack happened. This man has been known or has been alleged to have thrown Molotovs into the crowd, people getting burned, people being injured. And supposedly there is a suspect that they have in custody right now. And with that being said, without me writing on longer, I'm going to just go ahead and bring you guys the latest story with this. Here we go.
Breaking news tonight at 6:30. Several people are hurt in Boulder, Colorado, where authorities responded to reports of a man setting people on fire. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Moore. The FBI is calling the incident a targeted terror attack. Cell phone video shows multiple victims laying down with small fires burning nearby. This all happened at Boulder's Pearl Street Mall around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Witnesses at the scene told CBS Colorado someone threw Molotov cocktails during a walk to remember Israeli hostages. Police do have a suspect in custody. Multiple injuries are reported, with several people burned and taken to the hospital. FBI Director Cash Patel says agents are on the scene working hand in hand with local law enforcement. Investigators there in Colorado gave an update within the last hour.
A lot of witnesses were here. We've taken them to another location to debrief them and interview them. As we do that, I think the picture will become more clear. But it would be irresponsible for me to speculate on motive this early on. We're only a couple hours into this thing.
Following the attack, several blocks were evacuated. Authorities say they are also investigating a vehicle found at the scene, and the area remains shut down. We are, of course, staying on top of this story. We'll bring you more information as soon as it becomes available.
Now, what's crazy about this whole story is that during this time that you guys just got done seeing that video, did y'all just happen to catch that shirtless man? And I'll see if I can play it up here while y'all watching this. Did you just happen to catch that shirtless man that is walking around, kept people in chaos and everything like that? It seems like during the time that this news station got this report, nobody had no idea that that man who was walking around shirtless was a suspect. And what I'm getting ready to show you guys right now is video footage and audio you get to see of almost the same exact type of video, but instead you hear someone saying, "That's the guy right there. He's the one that's doing it," or something like that of that sort. So I'm paraphrasing a little bit right now, but just to see this right here, all kind of things are unfolding right now. We don't know the whole clear story yet. I guess once all the witnesses get their remarks together and the police get their thorough reports and FBI get this, we'll know all the different elements to this story, like in regards to them saying this man was yelling out "Free Palestine" before he started doing what he did, okay? So check this part out.
First, let's head out west now to Boulder, Colorado, where the FBI is investigating what they are now calling a targeted terrorist attack.
Just stay away, just stay away. He's right there, he's throwing Molotov cocktails right there.
That was the scene, and we now know we have a suspect in custody. They've identified him as 45-year-old Mohammed Sabri Solomon. Authorities say it's too early to be able to release a motive right now, but 6 people we know were injured. The victims range from ages of 67 years old to 88 years old. And witnesses say an assailant tossed Molotov cocktails into a crowd of demonstrators, as you're seeing right here, at a busy pedestrian mall. So the attack took place at the Boulder Run for the Lives event, and organizers say it was a weekly gathering of Jewish community members in support of the hostages taken during the October 7th attacks in Israel in 2023. Again, the FBI director is investigating it as a targeted attack. The group, again, was advocating for the releases of the remaining Israeli hostages in Gaza. We will continue to follow this developing story.
Crazy. Absolutely 100% crazy. Now, guys, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I am telling y'all right now, I'm not the toughest guy in the world or anything like that. And I tell you guys all the time the situation and the lifestyle that I grew up in, growing up in the hood and the ghetto. I tell y'all all the time, there are things that you can take in certain situations and you can thank God for those situations. No, I'm not saying thank God about the situation I grew up in, but I am saying thank God some of the things that I learned while being in that situation. And in that situation, I'm talking about situational awareness. Guys, when you have to grow up hard like we did, you learn a lot of things when it comes to being in a situation and situation awareness to get yourself safe from a situation once it's going down and things like that, and then possibly thinking how you can possibly retaliate in that situation. Unfortunately, some of y'all, I get it. You'll say that shouldn't have to be, but I'm just telling you it is. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, not the smartest guy in the world. But this is the same type of stuff I think about ever since 9/11 when I think about things like those dudes were able to do that with a box cutter. I'm taking a few slices with some box cutters. On an airplane, I'm taking a few slices. We've been taught so many things growing up in the hood by our older cousins, our older siblings, things like that, older uncles. If you get in this type of fight, you know, somebody got a big old knife or something like that, you take your shirt off, and the first thing you want to do is retreat. You want to run. Look like a punk all you want to. Run as fast as you can from anyone that has a knife unless you got some other weapon with you. But if you have no weapons, run away. But some box cutters, I'm taking my shirt off. Everybody give me your shirt. I'm wrapping this thing. I'm wrapping this shirt around my arm, and you can try to slice all you want to, but you ain't not this plane. My point is saying all that. This man got some Molotovs, and he was throwing them. I'm going to get my family and other folks that I know that's close to me safe away, but I'm going to get behind a tree, and I'm going to be looking around for a brick, a stone, a branch breaking something off to where I'm going to circle around this man. I'm going to try to take his head off or cave his head in. If he had a gun, that's a different story. If he had a knife, same thing I just told you guys earlier. But if it's that many people around and I got some object I can get a hold of and this man is distracted by trying to hurt people, I'm going to try to completely cave his freaking skull in. Plain and simple. So I'm glad and I hope that nobody was seriously hurt to where they're in critical condition or anything like that. But they are labeling this as a terrorist attack. As you can see, apparently that's a alleged suspect that they took down right there. And there's going to be a whole lot of stuff that's going to unfold for this. But these are the type of things that I tell you guys about, that when you hear all these different stories, people, I'm telling y'all have no idea, and y'all think it's some strange conspiracy, and it's not. You really need to understand that media and what you watch and these people that y'all praise and y'all exalt highly up in your mind, and you hold them up to high regard, you let this stuff get into your subconscious subliminally, and next thing you know, you're acting out these things. Look what happened to President Trump. Look what happened to him because of media doing these things. Look what happened to them calling folks Nazis and calling them this. And, oh, this is the reason what's going on in our country right now. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, we need to free Palestine and all this stuff like that. Look what's happening now. And who got so brought in, who got so deceived, so tricked, so completely just enraptured in the rhetoric that now he's doing things like this. But like I said, this can be an assumption right now. But in the end, when we get more information, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, that's absolutely disgusting. And it's some cowardly stuff for anybody on American soil.
And we can break to our viewers now, per 3 senior DHS and ICE sources to Fox, according to our colleague Bill Malusian, doing some great work, that he is an Egyptian national who is in the U.S. illegally because of a visa overstay, who came during the Biden administration. Mohammed Sabri Solomon first flew into the U.S., according to these 3 sources of the DHS and ICE, flew into the U.S. on August of 2022 at LAX. He was authorized to stay through 2023, but never left. A little bit of more details coming into this, but you were very interested to learn as much as you can about Solomon's background.
Yeah, and, so obviously one of the talking points is going to be the fact that he would not have been here and should not have been here if we were actually enforcing our immigration laws. I think for the purposes of the investigation now and the prosecution and what charges are brought, et cetera, what they're going to be particularly interested in is any of the contacts that he had back home. He's here now. It's about 3 years. So any conversations he had back then may or may not be pertinent. But was he reaching back home? Was he in contact with bad elements overseas? These are the things that those U.S. attorneys that spoke at the press conference and the DA, they're going to be looking at very hard so they can figure which way to go with this investigation. And look, this guy's going to be heavily charged. Where in a way, it almost doesn't matter. He's going to be heavily charged. He's going to be locked up for life. What we really need to do is to look at why it happened, how it happened. Those are the things that are really more important. And actually, some of them are outside the purview of investigators and the police. And the fact that we have the stuff going on these campuses and that the administrations, whether it's Columbia or Harvard or any of them, seem to just shrug. These are the things that I think as a society, more importantly, we have to be looking at.
And officials saying that this cannot happen, will not happen again.
To do such acts like this because of something that's going on in another country, in another across the pond, that the media is telling you to get all fired up with and getting fired up over, to perform acts like this is absolutely crazy. It's a huge psychological psyops, and we are seeing right now before our eyes those who fall and who are susceptible to such rhetoric and narratives. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this by putting it in the comment section below after this video. Keep those families in your prayers. Don't forget to do what you see in this animation right here. I don't know if I will be doing another video later today. I mean, tonight it's like 11:45 at night. But if I was to, you guys already know the drill. It's going to be up there, and things I did as of yesterday will most likely be down here. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.